Good morning, beautiful people. We had to move last night, so as you know, as you saw, we're in the secret location. I had to go and rinse my bike off, so it's just drying in the back. Then Steve and Catherine will have explained everything a bit before me, but a big van turned up with some train equipment because we're right by the train line. Apparently they were going to be working all night, so we've just moved to a lay-by right off the road. Traffic was continuous till about 11:30 and then started up again early on this morning. So we're going on to a campsite for a couple of nights tonight. We've got to go and pick my bike up, pick the bike up that we've got to review, do a bit of shopping and then head over there. So it's going to be one of them days where we're just kind of driving around a lot and getting stuff sorted, because I really need to sort this van out once we get onto the campsite. Obviously it got covered in mud a little bit yesterday after my very muddy, disastrous bike ride. The bike needs to go back on the back at some point. Obviously the puncture needs to be fixed. Oh, good me. I didn't sleep the best, and proper tip that way as well. Hopefully tonight will be a lot more peaceful if we're on a campsite. So, and he's not had a proper walk because obviously we're just in a lay-by and he didn't like it, he couldn't go far. So yeah, we need to get you out for proper walkies, don't we? Poor little boy. So it's time to go and sort this van out and get ready to move, because the front's a bit condensated. It was quite warm last night, but then it went cold during the night, so the diesel heater's just been on for a bit. Yeah, let's get rolling. Okie dokie, we are on a site in Lincolnshire, I think. We stopped at Tesco on the way, so I've got some bits to put away. Essential bits. And I'm just about to make myself some dinner because it's that time. Obviously running around picking the bikes up and stuff took time this morning, so after we had to drive over here, do a shop, everything takes extra long, you know, when you're in a van. Let's see what we can have for dinner, doggo. He's looking at me on the floor, look at him. I'm so hungry. I put my battery on charge already. Obviously put the silver screen on, the gas on as soon as I pulled up, because the weather's dire. I didn't want to be out in there any longer than necessary. And I went to my loo and done my bin, so I can just chill out in the van this afternoon in the warm, because it's a bit cold in that wind. I've decided I'm having a ham and cheese pasty, which I've just got in Tesco. I've never had the ham and cheese ones and I fancied them when I saw them, so I just got them. Tesco was like the biggest, easiest place for us to park to get some shopping. My battery weren't too bad. I probably could have gone on another night or two with my water and my toilet, but obviously there's 3 of them, so they really needed to come on to do some services, and I'd not had a very good night's sleep last night, so it's nice to be based on a campsite. Toilets and showers, proper toilets and showers. I can give my hair a good wash, even though I did enjoy my shower in the van last night. I was pretty impressed with my little shower head. So if you're wondering how it works, basically it'll sit in the tap bit like that, and then I switch it to like the jetty bit to use it as a tap and fill the sink and wash my face and brush my teeth, and then switch it to the shower a bit and then stick it up on the wall when I have a shower. It was absolutely amazing. I don't know, I think he's waiting for food. What are you after? What do you want? He's just been out for a wee and he didn't want to stay out there, and neither did I, because the weather is vile. I'm just going to pick my bike helmet up off the floor. So obviously that thing, it's got a very bad puncture, and until it's fixed I can't go anywhere. Tell you what, you really notice the difference with the fridge on electric than gas. Gas gets it colder so much quicker. Obviously it's been off for a while I've been driving around just on the 12 volt, which, you know, doesn't cool it, it just keeps it at the temperature it's already at, sort of. And then I've just popped it on electric now, and you can feel the temperature difference. It will cool down, it just takes a lot longer. I noticed that in all vans really. Obviously Steve and Catherine have got a compressor fridge, so theirs kind of stays at a constant temperature. It's really good, but it's no good for me and him. My battery's just too small to deal with it, so gas it is, but it's absolutely fine on gas. And this van's pretty good, to be fair, with the light in the fridge. I am pretty impressed with it. There we go, dinner is served. I'll share that with my little boy. I'll share some dinner with your mama. and listen to that awful weather. Like I said the other day, we seem to get one really nice day and then a few really horrendous ones. We're all counting the days down to Spain. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. We'll just have to see. Obviously, whilst I'm on electric and have the oil filled on. Steve's beeping at me. And put the fridge on electric and save on my gas sort of thing. And my diesel from a diesel heater. But people will moan at you online for going on campsites, for paying to go on campsites, but it's not easy to do it fully off grid all the time. And it's nice to go on a campsite every now and again. It's nice to feel safe, put your silver screen on, put your ramps up. I've not had to go on ramps, I'm quite level, but my van is very short. Get rid of your bins. It's really difficult to find big enough bins to get rid of your waste sometimes. Empty your loo, have a proper shower. Yeah, for me, I like to do a mixture of them really. Free park ups are fine, I love them, and obviously it's necessary to save you money, but you can't do it all the time. So sometimes a campsite is very necessary. I'm going to sit and enjoy my dinner with my boy. Against my better judgment, I'm going to go out for a little walk because my knee's a bit achy and I think I need to move it. So we might get his jumper on and go out and brave the weather. What do you reckon? I've just popped the diesel heater on because I've only got the radiator on one, just because I'm frightened of tripping the switch and I don't really know what I want to blow something and mess everything up, so I always just err on the side of caution with regards to having stuff on. I've just popped my batteries on charge, my rechargeable batteries on the little power bank, and like I said, the big power bank I can now recharge, so I'm going to fully recharge it in here. Yeah, and then I've got plenty of power because that big power bank has got the same capacity as my actual leisure battery, so I've kind of got double the power with that. My MacBook needs charging, there's loads of stuff that needs charging. It's one of them things when you pull up and you're on electric, you have to rush around getting everything charged, because obviously some things like the Hoover takes absolutely ages to charge. Oh, look at him. I don't think he wants to go out. It's not raining, do you want to go out for walkies? Well, it's drizzling. Is that a yes or a no? It goes to show how much power these things take when they're charging. So that has dipped down to, that'll last me for 4 hours. The batteries weren't taking very much, but those things, because I think it's because they last for such a long time, that is why I went for a MacBook with regards to editing. Oh, while I'm on the subject, somebody did ask me what editing software I use. I now use, what's that? It's a bit of a leaf. Filmora, which is Wondershare. I did used to use Final Cut Pro, and then obviously my MacBook broke and I was using Steve's, and I kind of got used to his editing software, so I started using that instead. Final Cut Pro I got on fine with, but I think Filmora you can do a little bit more with it. Maybe wrong with regard to Final Cut Pro, because obviously I just learned myself. I didn't get any lessons or anything, so but I'm getting on alright with Filmora. Sometimes, I don't know if you notice, it goes out of sync a little bit and it's very annoying. You have to export it again, and that generally fixes the issue, but if you don't catch it in time, it's very time consuming. Right, let's get rugged up and go out. Me and the boy are out on a wander, so that is my pitch. I think these pitches to the right of me are super pitches, where you've got a tap on your pitch as well, but they're an extra £5 a night, and you can obviously fill up with water, so we didn't do that. I've got his jumper on, so we're going to go and find the bin and take him for a little walk. We'll already have seen on Steve and Catherine's video from over here about a week ago about the fishing lakes and all the facilities, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go on a little bumble with the dog. This is obviously where the fisherman park. Let's see if we can walk down here. It looks a bit muddy. Oh well, sweet. So we're going for a walk around this pond just because there seems to be less fishermen and we don't really want to disturb them, because Doug is having a good old time, bless him. I had to do my head in, so I usually wear a hat because hoods just never fit me right. They always go right over my face and I can't see where I'm going. I'll just get wet out and go for a hot shower in a bit. Come on, let's go for a little bumble, matey. Looks like they've got bigger cabins down here. It's quite a big site. It's go for a wander down here. You can walk around the pond, but it's so muddy everywhere. I've got enough mud in the van without going down there. Obviously, me being moany and defeatist yesterday wasn't my usual thing, but by the time we got back with that bike, I'd had enough. I actually nearly gave up and sit down and cried, but I didn't. I just carried on pushing the damn thing. It's the first time it's ever happened to me, that. So yes, puncture repair kit and little carry case soon to be ordered and strapped to the bike. And then somebody needs to show me how to fix one, because I don't really have a clue. So even if I'd had one with me yesterday, I wouldn't have been able to fix it because I don't know what I'm doing. It's all good having the equipment, but if you don't have the know-how, it's absolutely no good at all. I'm very late with this, but today my aim is to get into the van and apply for this Crit Air sticker for France, because it do take a couple of weeks to come. I think you're alright as long as you've applied online, so I'm going to get the logbook down and get that sorted today, because it really needs sorting. We're getting way on for time now. We'll be going so soon. I'm getting a little bit apprehensive about it. So obviously I've got to go down to Canterbury on my own, but I'll be fine. Not too bothered about parking up on my own. I've done it before. There's some of the lodges, and there's another fishing lake down here, but it's blowing a hoolie and it's starting to get heavier, so we're going to head our way back to the van, sort that Crit Air sticker out, as that's on my mind. I've been thinking about that the past couple of nights. It's why I couldn't really sleep, I think. Come on, Doug. He does this when I want to go somewhere quickly. He then dawdles. He's being a pain. Move your butt. He's so cute, bless him. Right, no more dawdling. Let's go. Come on, hustle. I had a message of one of the girls I used to work with in the Lake District last night, and she's bought herself a camper van, and she said that she realised that if I could go and do solo female van life, anyone could do it. So I'm so pleased to hear you bought one, Holly, and I really hope to meet you on the road. But if I don't have to get another job over the summer, I'm going to aim to come and see you all at Castlereagh in the better weather next year, shall we say. I think I might bring my sister up because she'd love it up there. So yeah, I really hope I can get up there and see everyone. I loved working at that site. It's such a beautiful place. Those of you that remember when I was with my ex, I worked there for a season. It's stunning. So hopefully I can get back and enjoy the nice weather and maybe do a couple of the Wainwrights. I wonder what all the noise was, like banging. It's the apples falling off the tree. I need to get out from under here before they get whacked on the head with one. They keep going plop really loud. So we're back near the toilet block now, really close to the van. Let's go in and get warm and dry. Oh, there's vile out there. So not nice. He's after a treat. This is Doug's cupboard, where we keep all of his treats. He gets these meaty strips, but he only gets half of a treat because he's only a little dog. I think it's time to get that kettle on and have another cuppa, then apply for this Crit Air sticker. While I'm waiting for the kettle to boil, I've just sort out the cupboard. So obviously, you can't buy little packets of sugar hardly anywhere. And then when you're on your own, a big packet of sugar lasts you absolutely ages. But I'm just, some of that's gone quite damp. Seeing if I can make it all fit in the pot. And then I can bin the bag. There we go, nice full pot of sugar. That'll last me a long time. And then I've just took the bin, so I need a bin bag. So all I seem to do is go to the bin and take a bin bag out of the cupboard for a new bin. But obviously where we were this morning, there was no poo bins or anything, so I had to take Doug's morning deposit with me and then get rid of it obviously while I was here. That's another thing with having a dog. So we've done the sugar. We'll put sugar in. Yes. Put that away. And then you don't have a lot of space in a van either to do things. So what I've done, I'll just show you, because obviously I've got everything on charge on the side. Just flip that down and then I can put my cup on there. Kettle's boiled. Time for a nice cup of tea. So here's the thing. My battery is obviously showing 100%. But it's only on 13.9. I think with lithium you have to wait for them to go up to 14.6. It's not on 100%, it isn't full. So with a lithium battery I think you have to have all of the cells recharged properly otherwise you can get them going out of sync and you can have some problems and your batteries can shut off when they're at 60%. So I always make sure I wait until the battery charger itself shuts off, and then I know that it's full, and then I don't have to worry about it. You can still hear it, it's still going. So not fully charged yet. Right, I'm going to dig this logbook out and have a look for this critter. Make sure I go on the right site because there's some scam ones out there. Typical, the day I go to do something I need to do, the site is unavailable due to maintenance. We apologise for the inconvenience. Now, this is the site you need to go to get your critter sticker. Any of the others are a scam and you're not actually getting one. So I navigated to mine from, I think it was Caravan and Motorhome or Caravan and Camping, and make sure I've gone to the right, because obviously it is in French and then you have to change it to UK English to then apply for everything. But I can't do it today from the looks of it, so I shall carry on pottering around charging things. Oh well, at least I had a look. I started it. Okay, well I've got a bit of time. I had the box of stuff down off the bed. I've got this out. I'm going to hoover all around the bits at the back. Yeah, because we got a lot of mud in here lately. It's not going to be fun, is it? Put it in turbo. Another job I've decided to do is I'm going to stick this over the door. So I think I will need to cut some of these down, cut that down, and then get it stuck over the door so it's not rattling when I'm driving. Let's find the scissors and get cutting. Luckily I've got a few of these sticky pads. I don't know if Steve and Catherine gave them to me. I don't remember buying them. I just randomly found them in the cupboard. Let's probably do it. And now I need to figure out how to chop this off and tie it without it falling apart. Have I left myself enough room to tie it? Probably not. Chop some more off of it. There we go. Right, let's get the sticky pads on and get it stuck on. There we go, it's stuck over the door just above my little Suzy B Travels sign. I'm happy with that. It doesn't look that straight at the front, but obviously oh, there's a big spider up there. I might have to get Catherine to come and move that because I'm not touching it. Yeah, obviously the roof starts to slope down because this is the highest part of the van. This light, as you can see, is really high up and I have to stand on my tiptoes to turn it off. But that's that sorted. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Like I said, I'm not going to go and do a tour of the site. Go and have a look at Steve and Catherine's channel if you want to see that. They did that last week sometime. So they've took you around all the facilities and everything like that. There's facilities block just behind me here. Other than us, there's one caravan on site and that's it. It's very, very quiet at the moment. This site is £25 a night for a house landing pitch with electric. Even for me on my own, there's no single person discount. It's just the price of the pitch. So they've paid exactly the same as I've paid for 3 people. It's just the way that some places do it. It makes it a little bit more simple. And some people obviously charge per person, like the Caravan and Camping Club. So I get a really cheap pitch on those, especially out of season. But it's shortly coming up to a time where we're going to be doing lots of free stopovers in France and Spain and airs, which are really, really cheap out there. I can't see them have gone up much in the 1-2 years I've not been. So yeah, it's not been, they can't have gone up that much really. They're still quite cheap. He's such a pain in the arse. Somebody described him as like a bored child that was asking his mate to come out to play, and that's exactly what he is. He does make me laugh. I'm going to go and spend some time with them later on. I'm just I like to spend as much time with him as possible. I obviously just does that most of the time and sleeps, and not necessarily next to me. He's a very cuddly dog in bed. He wants to be next to me under the covers, but out when we're just sat in the lounge and stuff, he's not. He only comes for a cuddle when you've got a blanket on you and he's cold. It's quite warm in the van. That oil fill radiator, I've had that since I moved into the caravan, and it's brilliant. Even with the caravan on electric heating, I didn't need it all that much. Obviously I was in the Highlands of Scotland in the winter, so at one point I was using the electric heating and that I had that on the lowest setting and the heating on the lowest setting, so I didn't blow anything, but it was the only way to stay a little bit warm. It's cold up there, but yeah, for a small space like this, that heats it absolutely fine unless it's very, very, very cold. I used a diesel heater to boost the heat when I got here, because obviously we're driving around all morning with no heating in the back. Benefit to a little van is your heat from the cab flows straight through into the back, and because it's short, it reaches the back. When you've got a big van, you will know, you get in the back after you've been driving and it's freezing. I remember that from our old van, but smaller vans do tend to maintain the heat a little bit better. I love this van. I like, a few people have said it's just very me, and it is. I'm hoping that maybe one day I can get the decals maybe refurbished, and because I did that on the old van and it looked really, really good. I loved it, so maybe one day I can do that. Maybe one summer when I'm stationary. It needs to be stationary, the van needs to be clean, and yeah, everything level and everything like that, because it was a pain to get it straight. But yeah, I'd like to do that, make it look a little bit better. I am going to get that front tyre sorted before I go. It's worn down on the inside. It was not an it was an advisory on the MOT that it should be changed shortly, so it will be done before we go to France and start driving all of those miles. I think in the next couple of weeks I'm going to get that sorted. I've had a couple of people mention the bunting in my window with the robins on, and it says, "'Tis the season to be jolly." It's cute, isn't it? So when I worked at Castlewick Hall campsite, Jill, the lovely owner, she always gets in loads of Christmas stock in the little shop that's there, and there's beautiful stuff in there. So that was one of the things I got from there. I loved working at Castlewick. It was really, really nice. I enjoyed my time in the Lake District. That was one of the things that started me discovering that I really liked hiking and walking, and I got out all the time there. I was out most days after work in the summer. I just really, really enjoyed being out and about, and that was kind of what made me fall in love with going further and further north in the UK. And when I got the opportunity to go to Scotland, I took it, jumped at it, because yeah, although it was very, very far away from family, I love being up high in the north. It's so beautiful up there. So a few of you have said, like I said, I'd like to go over to Ireland, and they've said how nice it is. It's somewhere that's on my list. I'm going to go and visit. I think I really, really want to just do a tour of Ireland. I'm getting better with driving this. Small towns, small lanes, I'm doing it. So I just need to crack driving on the wrong side of the road, and that'll be good. And getting on pitches. I'll show you in the morning. I'm wonky. I didn't go on the grass, but I am a little bit wonky. I could have straightened up. It was blowing a hoolie. He needed to go out for a wee, and I just left it. It's on the pitch, so it's fine. It's not on the grass, and I'm fairly level where I am, so I thought I'll just leave it. I have just been for a long hot shower. I feel loads better. I have a neighbour. Look, a little VW camper. I have to say I don't miss all that, setting all that up. But I just wanted to show you this. So my lovely daisy necklaces, you know, that I got from Ashes to Glass. Those of you that don't, Daisy's ashes are in here. Don't know if the camera can focus on that. But look, my hair keeps getting tangled in the back of it, and I have to keep kind of cutting it off, so that I've got the scissors out to do that again. Maybe it's because I have my hair up. I don't know. Does anybody, other ladies, suffer with that? And there's a way around it not happening. It's really annoying because I can see it when it comes round and it's got hair on it. It's like my hair just gets wrapped around. It doesn't hurt or pull out or anything. It just must be. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. He was fast asleep when I got back in here. So I need to start charging these power banks. I better get the big one out and get that on charge. So that's going to take, well, they take an hour really. It's not too bad. But yeah, better get them done on it. Just before I put my power bank on charge, I'm going to put these batteries back in the fairy lights because these ones are charged. Weirdly, some are charging quicker than others. I don't know if some of the fairy lights use a bit less power maybe. And this one takes 3 of them. But they're cute, aren't they? There we go, that's got a bit more brightness to him. One set done. These batteries are charged as well, so I might as well stick these in while I'm not doing anything. Well, I'm not doing anything, I'm kind of running around getting stuff sorted today. It's a sorting out kind of day. There's my little camper ones done, so it's just me buzzy bees. They're still charging. I've got 3 in there. I think there was a spare one in the bag actually, so I've got 1 spare battery. What else do we need to do? Power banks. So Steve did say that this only had a 3 amp fuse in it, which is probably why it blew. But they're just kettle plugs sort of thing. Let's see. Moment of truth, I've not tried charging it in my van yet. Ta-da! There we go, she's charging. It's fixed. I have an attachment to this power bank. I've took it everywhere with me. So I'm glad it's not broken. This is another reality of living in a van. So, towels hung up in there. Turn the light on so you can see a bit better. That one was from my feet last night. That's why I've just had a shower with that towel. Then we have a towel hung up here. That's what I've just dried my hair with. That is the bottom of the silver screen bag. It has been wet, but it's starting to dry out now. Doug's jumper, which has just got soaked dirty. Shoes everywhere. In weather like this, it's just hard to dry stuff, so you just hang it where you can. And keep the van nice and warm, and hope it all dries out before we have to leave. And I've not got electric anymore. Diesel heat is brilliant, but obviously to warm the bathroom when I'm having a shower and I've just got the diesel heater for heat, I have to open this door because it doesn't go in there, because obviously I've not got air blown heating in this van. If I didn't have the diesel heater, it would just be the fire. Now somebody did mention that they have electric. That would be there if we had it. We don't. We just have the gas side of things. So I did have one of these in the caravan. I had an electric side and a gas side, so I do know how they work. But yeah, this is just gas. So diesel heater, and then I have 2 forms of heating, but 3 when I'm on electric hookup, because I've obviously got that. Now that just kind of lives between the seats when I'm moving about. Doesn't move, it's brilliant. And obviously I've only got Doug as a passenger, so it doesn't really matter. So tomorrow I'm going to go for a little mooch about. The weather's supposed to be much better. There is a little pub just over there and a cafe where you can get a nice hot chocolate according to those 2. So we might go over there for one of those. I've had a couple of buy me a coffees and super thanks, so I'm just going to get those names up and then give some thank yous out, and then I'm probably going to finish this video because I'm not doing much else today. I'm just going to spend some time with my little boy, charge all my bits and pieces up, have my tea and go to bed because I'm very tired today. A couple of quick thank yous and then I'll stop waffling at you and leave you to get about your business. So No Sullivan 07, thank you so much, my lovely, it's so kind of you. John and Jane, thank you, my lovelies, once again. And Anthony L, thank you so much for your buy me a coffees. And another super thanks from the lovely Dean Roper. I'm not going to call you and naughty or anything like that, but you are super kind, so thank you so much. You're really generous. I do completely appreciate every single one of you for watching my videos and supporting me on this journey till I can get into Europe. Now so far YouTube has done really well this month, so I'm going to be okay carrying me forward for a month, so hopefully I can continue that for the month of December, and that'll see me through to January, and then we'll see where we go from there, whether I need to apply for some jobs or not. Campsite warden work, as long as you're not bothered where you work or what you do, it's easy to come across. Even for a single, caravan and camping are always looking for singles, so I can pick one up easy enough if it comes to that. But I would like to continue to travel around It's in my blood, I think. I really enjoying moving around and just seeing different places. I loved Epworth the other day. It was such a cute little place. So I'd love to keep doing stuff like that, and I'm so desperate to get over to Europe and get exploring over there again. I loved it when I was there last. So I'll stop waffling at you, and I'll say thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. See you later.